Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang is ruining his chances for mayor in New York City. So last week, I'm going to be talking, and I'm going to be saying this week, and I'm referring to last week because I couldn't get to this. But last week, he made a dumbass, stupid-ass tweet about Israel, on Israel. So, I just went over what the hell Israel is doing to the Palestinians. And this son of a gun doesn't have any idea what he's talking about. But here's his tweet, okay? I'm standing with the people of I'm standing with the people of Israel who are coming under bombardment attacks and condemn the Hamas terrorists. The people of New York City will always stand with our brothers and sisters in Israel who face down terrorism and persevere. The people of Israel are facing terrorism. No, it's not the Palestinians. That video I just did was freaking propaganda, according to Andrew Yang. Okay, now he backpedaled, and we're gonna go over that. No, it wasn't. It's not Israel forcing Palestinians to evict out of East Jerusalem. It's not Israel pushing Palestinians out of the West Bank to no man's land. It's not Israel illegally occupying land that has been afforded to or awarded to the Palestinians over, in from the UN in 1948. No, that's not it. Okay, it's actually the other way around. Hamas is doing it to Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh, come on! Now he did this just hours after Israel bombs Gaza, killing 20 Palestinians, including 9 children. Okay? He does that. Now, this is from the week, because this is a sociopathic tweet, right? Amid escalating violence in Jerusalem on Monday, at least 20 Palestinians, including 9 children, have been killed after Israel launched air raids on the Gaza Strip, the Palestinian Health Ministry told Al Jazeera, which, by the way, got its building bombed yesterday. And we're going to go over that too, hopefully today or tomorrow. Jerusalem has been the site of unrest for the last several days as Palestinians protested against potential evictions in East Jerusalem, and Israeli police met the demonstrations, which took place at the Al-Aqsa Mosque complex, with force. Earlier Monday, Hamas fired several rockets at Israel after the group's ultimatum demanding Israel withdraw its security forces from Al-Aqsa, where they clashed with Palestinians inside, resulting in injuries to 300 Palestinians and 21 officers, according to The Guardian. In response to the rockets, Israel carried out the deadly air strikes. Okay, let me just talk about this word clashed. Okay? I'm sure you have all seen the photos last week and this week. The people inside the mosque were praying with their shoes off. Like me right now, because I'm at home. I got my shoes off. I'm in socks, in a shirt and jeans. These people were praying, and you had the Israeli police coming in with rubber bullets, with tear gas, bomb grenades, smoke grenades, flash grenades, guns, clubs, every single thing you can imagine. Where's the clash? Where? Okay. Now, the Israeli-Palestine conflict, I got to go over this, began because of an illegal settlement, illegal occupation, expanding settlements, which are against international law. They're illegal. But again, Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't give a flying F, and neither does the United States of America, who claims to be about human rights. Okay? Now, the Israeli police stormed Al-Aqsa, as I said, and they used tear gas and rubber bullets, and then they went after Muslims, as I said, praying, and in the third holiest site in Islam, and it is also a holy site in Judaism. Oh, gee, I think Israel are the aggressors. Oh, wow, what a statement. Now, there are planned evictions in Jerusalem, and so they're gonna force the Palestinians out of the East Jarrah neighborhood, or the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, which I just went over, because they want to put Jewish settlers in there. And they want to make it so that, oh my God, there's too many Jews in there, so we can't just give it back. Now, Andrew Yang, right? Okay, getting back to him. So I had to explain all of that to you. The killing of the Palestinians, the raiding of the mosques, the weapons that they used. Okay? I had to explain all that to you. Okay? Because I need to explain. Andrew Yang doesn't say anything in this tweet about the illegal occupation, illegal evictions, Israeli police and troops storming a mosque or any other mosques. Okay? He doesn't mention any of that shit. None of it. Now, just to show you something, the United States under Obama, at the end of Obama's time in office, gave a $38 billion subsidy to Israel. So you and me are paying for for Israel to bomb so that they can bomb civilian targets. That is not justified. You cannot justify that. But he doesn't mention anything. Not the evictions, nothing. Now, let's go over some tweets, because the internet tore his ass apart. Andrew Yang. Mehdi Hassan says, hundreds of Palestinians injured, other Palestinians dead, one of the holiest sites in Islam raided, and zero mention or solidarity from Yang. Total erasure of Palestinians here from the leading Democratic mayoral candidate in New York. Rashida Tlaib, Democratic sellout, supposed progressive, but she's a sellout, a corrupt sellout, says, I see some are silent as Palestinians were ripped from their homes and tear gassed in their holiest mosques, now finding their voices to stand with the Israeli government as airstrikes leave Palestinian children dead. Where are your voices when Palestinians are under threat? She's right. She's right. Where are you? Huh, Andrew Yang, where are you? Arya Blooms, the third holiest site in Islam, is on fire, and Palestinians live under apartheid. How out of touch can one person be? And that's the thing, right? That's the biggest thing that I'm looking at here. Is when I'm thinking of this. Hold on a second. So when I'm thinking of this, and you probably heard a voice, but that's okay. I think, how out of touch can Andrew Yang be? And he's probably, I don't know if he's got some advisors. I wonder who his advisors are who are telling him to do all this shit. I really do wonder why he's doing it. Now, you could say Andrew Yang is stupid, or he's a sociopath, or he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And I think it's a combination of all three. Because if you look at his interview with Crystal Kyle and Friends, with Crystal Ball and Kyle Kalinske, Secular Talk, or Rising and Secular Talk, respectively, those hosts, they questioned him about this. And he had no goddamn earthly idea what the hell he was talking about. They caught him. He was so uncomfortable. He's never known what he's talked about here. Ever. 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 So I think he's a sociopath. Remember when he was an outsider? He was an outsider, remember? And he's parroting all the crap, all the shit that the insiders say. Maybe because he's got business interests in Israel. Maybe because he doesn't give a damn. Right? And I'm going to go over exactly why he does it. But, okay, here's Yang's you know what? I'm going to go over that in another. No, let's just do it. Yang's apology, which is not an apology. I spoke to a group of volunteers from the campaign yesterday. This was like yesterday or something like that. That this was something like that. I spoke to a group of volunteers from the campaign yesterday, some of who've been with me for years. Many of them were upset with my recent tweet expressing solidarity with the people of Israel in conjunction with the violence in the region, this week, which was last week, I guess. So this came out last week, that has claimed innocent lives of children on both sides. Wonder where. They expressed to me that they follow and support me for a number of reasons. Whoa. Which ones? One is that I am a clear-headed person who follows facts. No, you don't. The other is that I am a human being and who stands for universal values of fellowship and goodwill. They felt that my tweet was overly simplistic, that's his favorite word, and my treatment of a conflict that has a long and complex history full of tragedies. Hold on. Let me read that sentence over. It was overly simplistic of a, let's see. And my treatment of a conflict that has a long history of full of tragedies, and they felt I failed to acknowledge the pain and suffering on both sides. They were, of course, correct. I mourn for every Palestinian life taken before its time, as I do for every Israeli. Suffering and pain and death and violence suffered by anyone hurts us all. All people want to be able to live in peace. We all want that for ourselves and our children. Support of a people does not make one blind into the pain and suffering of others. Again, everyone wants to be able to live and pray in peace, and that is what we want as well. I join with millions around the world in praying that the current situation be resolved as quickly as possible, peacefully, with minimal suffering. For those who have talked to me on this, thank you. Continue to believe in humanity. That is a dumbass apology. Stupid ass apology. Created by a narcissist, sociopathic idiot. Now, he didn't mention Israel's apartheid system, the words illegal occupation, expanding settlements. He didn't bring up the eviction settlements in East Jerusalem, the ethnic cleansing, the storming of the mosques. He didn't mention the conflict. That's incredible. And he won't even bring up the evictions that are against international law, human rights. He won't say apartheid. So, and the illegal occupation, or ethnic cleansing. He won't do any of that. Now, if he wants to offer a solution, maybe, I know how to solve this issue. Maybe we don't fund Israel so that they can continue to bomb civilians. Gee, maybe that's an idea, you sociopathic fuckface. Andrew Yang. This is Andrew Yang. Why is he commenting on this? Because he talked about circumcision and the Jewish community was like, oh my God, we support that. And he's like, I don't. And now he's just trying to make up for it by making dumbass comments. What an idiot. Don't vote for Andrew Yang.